The more we look into the distant past, the more it feels like we've underestimated the capabilities of our ancestors. Their minds were every bit as inventive as ours, and the inventions and technology they came up with were every bit as impressive in their era as our modern technology is today. Here's a whole video full of incredible ancient technology to prove the point. The Vikings, renowned for their seafaring prowess, may have navigated the seas using a combination of a sun compass and a mythical sunstone, even after dark. Researchers from Hungary and Sweden have delved into this intriguing method, which allowed the Norse warriors to confidently voyage through unknown oceans and launch surprise attacks along European coasts. The key to this navigation technique lies in a unique crystal made of calcite found in the wreck of an Elizabethan ship. This crystal, believed to be a sunstone, could precisely pinpoint the sun's position, even when hidden behind clouds or after sunset. The study focused on an 11th century dial fragment from Unartok, Greenland. Researchers discovered that when used with 2 calcite sunstones, this dial could detect the sun's position from the twilight glow on the horizon, even after the sun had set. This finding suggests that Vikings could navigate their ships well into the night, especially during summer at high altitudes, where twilight can last all night. The use of sunstones, mentioned in ancient Norse texts, demonstrates the Vikings' advanced navigational skills and challenges the stereotype of them as mere warriors, highlighting their ingenuity and knowledge in maritime exploration over a millennium ago. Kailun, a Chinese eunuch court official of the Eastern Han Dynasty, is traditionally celebrated as the inventor of paper and the modern paper-making process. Although paper existed in rudimentary forms since the 3rd century BCE, Kailun's significant contribution in the early 2nd century CE revolutionized this process. He introduced a new method involving pulp made from tree bark, hemp waste, old rags, and fish nets. This innovation led to the large-scale manufacture and global spread of paper, replacing the cumbersome bamboo and wooden slips previously used for writing. Born around 50 to 62 CE in what is now Liang, Hunan province, Kailun rose to prominence at the imperial court in Luoyang. He served under Emperor Ming and late Emperor Zhang, eventually becoming a political counselor and overseeing the production of instruments and weapons at the palace workshops. His most notable achievement came in 105 CE with his paper-making process, which earned him wealth and fame throughout the empire. Kailun's improvement to paper-making had a profound impact on human history, facilitating the spread of literature and knowledge. Despite his significant contributions, he remains relatively unknown outside East Asia. His hometown in Liang continues to be an active center of paper production. The National Museum of Chinese Writing in Anyang, China, has recently thrown down another rather intriguing challenge. They're offering $15,000 for each character successfully deciphered from a set of ancient oracle bones. These bones, dating back over 3,000 years to the Shang dynasty, are etched with mysterious characters that have puzzled experts for ages. Oracle bones are quite a historical treasure. They were used by fortune tellers in ancient China and are made from animal bones and tortoise shells. The main material was the shoulder blade of oxen, though bones from deer, sheep, and pigs were also used. The underside of turtle shells was another popular choice. These items were used to predict the future, covering topics from weather forecasts to tax queries. The inscriptions on these bones are the earliest significant examples of ancient Chinese writing, discovered in 1899 by Wang Yirong in Beijing. They've been a subject of fascination ever since. Despite the discovery of nearly 200,000 relics with inscriptions, only about 1,600 out of nearly 5,000 characters have been deciphered. The museum's initiative isn't just about the money. It's a call for fresh perspectives and innovative approaches, combining traditional methods with modern technology like cloud computing and big data. Deciphering these characters could unlock secrets of ancient Chinese society, science, and daily life, offering a richer understanding of history. Let's take a journey back in time to about 32,000 years ago. This trip takes us to the Aurignacian culture of Europe. where the earliest known lunar calendars were created. These calendars, identified in cave art in France and Germany, showcase the remarkable astronomical knowledge of the late Upper Paleolithic cultures. They understood the intricate dance between the moon's annual cycle, the ecliptic solstices, and the seasonal changes on Earth. Alexander Marshak, between 1964 and the early 1990s, made groundbreaking discoveries. He found that our ancestors carved sets of marks on animal bones and occasionally cave walls, recording the lunar cycle. These marks, often crescents or lines, were carefully crafted to correlate with lunar phases, sometimes laid out in serpentine patterns hinting at a possible snake deity or representing streams and rivers. These lunar calendars weren't just for show, they were practical tools. Crafted on small portable pieces of stone, bone, or antler, they were easy to carry on long hunting trips or seasonal migrations. Hunting in those times was a demanding task, often involving tracking large animals like horses, bison, mammoth, or ibex for weeks. The precision of these lunar calendars was naturally limited by the clarity of the night sky, but the arithmetic skill they demonstrate is undeniable. Here's a bit of historical intrigue from the heart of London, England. A large section of a Roman wall, hidden away for over 40 years in a basement, has finally seen the light of day. Discovered in 1979 at Roman Wall House, this ancient structure is now proudly on display at the City Wall at Vine Street Museum. What's more, it's free to visit. This wall forms part of a redevelopment project that includes student accommodation. It's a unique blend of the old and the new, where history meets modern living. The wall, a relic from about 1,800 years ago, showcases the grandeur of Roman Londinium. Originally spanning about 2 miles, it was both a boundary and a symbol of the city's wealth and importance. Made from Kentish ragstone, a limestone quarried in Kent and reinforced with red ceramic bricks, the wall was a formidable structure. Over the centuries, as London expanded, the wall was engulfed by the growing city. Now, it stands as a reminder of the city's rich past, intertwined with artifacts like a tile marker with a cat's paw print, Roman coins, and discarded animal bones. There's been an exciting development in Perth, Scotland, where a piece of history has made a grand return. The Carpow longboat, a 3,000-year-old vessel, is back in Perth after undergoing a year of specialist conservation work. This ancient boat, discovered on the banks of the Tay, had to be gently warmed up with special electric blankets as part of its repair and stabilization process. It's now one of the first artifacts to grace the new Perth Museum, which is set to open next spring. Previously, the longboat had been on display in Perth for a decade before requiring further conservation. Carved from a single 400-year-old oak tree trunk, the Carpow longboat is a remarkable survivor from around 1000 BCE, thanks to the peaty soil of the Perth and Tay estuary area. It's considered one of the oldest and best preserved vessels of its kind in Scotland. The boat could have served various purposes, from cargo transport to a fishing vessel, or even as a platform for river offerings. The intricate details, like footrests for the pilot, offer a glimpse into the lives of those who used it. Archaeologists from the Israel Antiquities Authority have made a remarkable discovery in the Jezreel Valley, Israel, unearthing ancient glassworks from the late Roman period. This significant find was made during excavations for the Jezreel Valley Railway project. The team uncovered the remains of glass kilns that were in operation about 1,600 years ago, producing large quantities of raw glass. During the Roman era, glass was highly prized for its transparency and beauty, finding its way into public buildings as windows, mosaics, and light fixtures, as well as into Roman households in the form of bowls and drinking vessels. The demand for glass in Roman times necessitated industrial-scale production centers, and the Jezreel Valley Glassworks were one such hub. The kilns discovered consisted of firebox compartments for burning kindling at high temperatures and chambers for melting raw materials like beach sand and salt at around 1,200 degrees Celsius. Yael Goren-Rosen, head curator of the glass department at the Israel Antiquities Authority, highlighted the importance of this discovery, noting its implications for the history of the glass industry in Israel and the wider ancient world. Chemical analysis of glass vessels from this period indicate that many sites in Europe and the Mediterranean basin source their glass products from this region, underscoring its significance in supplying the world of the time. A recent study has shed light on the exquisite craftsmanship of the Goths, revealing that their jewelry made 2,000 years ago in present-day Poland was of a quality comparable to that of the Roman Empire. Dr. Magdalena Natanajewicz-Sekula from Warsaw's Institute of Archaeology and Ethnology at the Polish Academy of Sciences analyzed ornaments and jewelry found in a 1st to 4th century cemetery in Weklich near Ebloch. Associated with the Goths and Gepids, the site yielded over 3,500 objects made of metal, amber, glass, clay, and organic materials. The findings indicate that the silver ornaments, clasps, bracelets, and outfit parts were made of very high-quality metal, surpassing even the composition of jewelry produced today. The silver content in these ancient ornaments was found to be between 97 to 99% pure, significantly higher than the 92.5% purity typically found in modern silver jewelry. Gold ornaments were equally impressive, crafted using sophisticated techniques like granulation, filigree, and fire gilding. These methods were similar in quality to those used within the Roman Empire, challenging the notion that people living outside the empire were barbaric or less advanced. The high quality of these artifacts suggests that the Goths might have had access to high-grade materials, possibly through trade or other means, despite prohibitions in place at the time. A remarkable discovery has been made by anthropologists in Belize, shedding light on the lives of the ancient Maya and their salt workers over 1,000 years ago. At a site where the Maya processed salt, a tool made of high-quality translucent jadeite with an intact rosewood handle was found. This find is significant because it demonstrates that salt workers, often overlooked in historical narratives, played a crucial role in the classic Maya marketplace economy. Salt, a basic biological necessity, was not only in demand for the Maya diet, but also served as a storable form of wealth and an essential preservative for fish and meat. The jadeite tool, discovered at the site of an ancient salt works called Ekwe Nal in southern Belize, is the first of its kind to be recovered with its wooden handle intact. The handle is made of high-quality Honduras rosewood. This site is part of a network of 110 ancient salt working sites discovered in 2004, now submerged underwater due to the rise of the sea level. The preservation of the tool, particularly its wooden handle, is remarkable, given the typically rapid decay of wood in the rainforests of Central America. Yet another significant discovery has been made in Stabiae, near Pompeii in Italy, with archaeologists uncovering a Roman water system that dates back to the catastrophic eruption of Mount Vesuvius in the year 79. This eruption, which sent a deadly cloud of superheated tephra and gases 21 miles high and released molten rock, pumice, and hot ash at an astonishing rate, buried Pompeii, Herculaneum, and large parts of Stabiae under thick layers of ash and tephra. Stabiae, known for its luxurious coastal villas owned by prominent figures like Julius Caesar, Augustus, Tiberius, and Cicero, has revealed parts of its ancient water system during excavations in a small peristyle at the Villa Ariana. The Villa Ariana, first excavated between 1757 and 1762 by Swiss engineer Karl Weber, spans an area of about 2,500 square meters and includes a complex divided into 4 parts. These include the atrium and surrounding rooms from the late Republican period, service rooms and thermal baths, side rooms off the summer triclinium from the Neronian age, and a large palestra, or gym, from the Flavian age. The uncovered water system features a decorated lead tank, part of a distribution system within the villa complex. Archaeologists from AOC Archaeology are employing laser technology to map ancient subterranean structures from the Iron Age in Scotland. One such structure, the Crackney Souterrain located in the Borgie Forest, is a prime example of these intriguing underground tunnels known as souterrains, derived from the French term souterrain, meaning underground. These souterrains, numbering almost 500 in the Scottish Highlands, are believed to have been stone-lined cellars used for storing perishables like meat and cheese. The exact purpose of these souterrains, however, remains a subject of debate among experts. The Crackney souterrain features a small entrance leading to a sloping corridor. Its walls are constructed using dry stone without mortar, and its ceiling comprises overlapped stone slabs. In 2022, researchers mapped this souterrain using an advanced precision imaging laser scanner, capable of capturing a detailed 3D scan of the interior at an impressive rate of 680,000 points per second. This technology, which produces immersive 3D multicolored point cloud models, is not only shedding light on the condition and structure of these ancient souterrains, but also making Britain's cultural heritage more accessible, especially for remote and hard-to-reach sites like the Crackney souterrain. We end with news of an extraordinary discovery within the Qianshu Guanyan sculpture, also known as the Thousand-Hand Bodhisattva, on Mount Baoding in Dazhou District, southwest China. A hidden chamber in the abdomen of this remarkable sculpture was found to contain an array of treasures, including engraved tablets, golden foil, grain, jewelry, and pieces of porcelain. This finding, described as immensely significant by scholars, adds a new layer of intrigue to the Dazhou rock carvings, a UNESCO World Cultural Heritage Site since 1999. The site, dating from the 9th to the 13th century, boasts an impressive 50,000 religious statues that vividly reflect ancient Chinese life and the fusion of Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism. The Thousand-Hand Bodhisattva, standing at a majestic 25 feet high and 40 feet wide, is the most famous among the Dazhou rock carvings. Initially believed to have 1,007 hands, a recent recount adjusted this number to 830, making it the statue with the most hands in the world. The tablets found within the hidden chamber, bearing red engravings, have been dated to the reign of Emperor Qianlong over 300 years ago. These engravings, still legible, are thought to be prayers for blessings and good fortune. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and enjoy watching new videos on my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you soon!